Welcome, everybody, to the Monday, March 3rd Select Board meeting. Will you join me in saying the pledge?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so first up, would somebody make a motion, open up the public informational hearing?
Yep, second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. So tomorrow is the voting day and we have the official warning for that. I'm gonna go ahead and read it. Well, warning for the town of St. Albans public informational hearing on budget and ballot questions and the official town meeting warning. Legal voters of the town of St. Albans are hereby warned and notified to meet in the Port Washington room at St. Albans Town Hall located at 398 Georgia Shore Road in St. Albans on Monday, March 3rd, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. to conduct an informational meeting on the fiscal year 2026 budget and the articles to be voted by Australian ballot. Voting will take place on Tuesday, March 4th, 2025 at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex located at 890 Fairfax Road from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So now we have the ballot items, and I'll just start at the top, read the whole warning. The legal voters of the town of St. Albans are hereby warned to meet in the Collins Pearly Sports Center, 890 Fairfax Road in St. Albans, Vermont, Tuesday, March 4th, 2025, to vote on the articles there and set forth. Articles 1 through 3 are to be voted on by Australian ballot. The polls open at 7 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Article 1, to elect from the legal voters of said town the following officers: select person for a term of 2 years, select person for a term of 3 years, town constable for a term of 1 year, library trustee for a term of 3 years. Article 2, shall the voters of the town of St. Albans authorize the select board to spend an estimated $7,572,540.34 for the town general expenses, of which $6,797,951.34 is to be raised by taxes. Article 3, shall the legal voters of the town of St. Albans authorize the select board to use up to $300,000 of prior year general fund balance to reduce taxes for fiscal year 2026. Having said that, I believe that's it. I think that's all we have to do for that, right? Just read those two. Okay. Somebody make a motion to, unless there's any public comment or anything.
Questions, comments?
Questions.
Was there public
comments?
comment for that, I guess?
Yeah.
Anybody online or in person?
Okay, nothing. So would somebody make a motion to close the public informational hearing and reconvene as a select board? Yep.
Second,
Thank you. All in favor?
aye.
Perfect. Brian, you have the general fund warrant.
That I do, sir. General fund warrant are dated February 28th, 2025. Total amount is $113,811.14. Notable items, as usual, health insurance is about $40,900 or about 36% of the total warrant. And we also have about 31% of the total warrant going for salt and sand. Just about $35,000. We were discussing before, that looks like that all came in from Canada. So hopefully it's, maybe we got it in before the tariffs. I don't know.
This year we're
But
probably
anyway,
okay.
so
Yeah.
it should be done for the rest of the
Yeah.
year. So the two of those make up about 2/3 of the total. Everything else looks pretty good. So I'd make a motion that we pass the general fund warrant as presented.
Second,
Perfect. All in favor?
aye.
Okay, Jack, you have the miscellaneous warrants. I believe
Yeah.
two of them.
I have the federal ARPA fund warrant for March 3rd, 2025, in the amount of $122,110.69.
Should be the last one.
And stormwater utility warrant in the amount of $884 even. And I move we approve both of these warrants.
So moved.
Need a second. Jack.
Second that, that's good.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And Amanda, you have the two payroll warrants.
I do. So for February 10th through February 16th, the payroll warrant is in the amount of $27,601.15. And the February 17th through the 23rd is a little bit higher due to employee retirement reconciliation. So the amount on that one is $49,579.41. I make a motion that we approve these payroll warrants.
Second.
Perfect. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. So that's all that. The minutes in your packet, you have the minutes from our February 19th meeting. Would somebody make a motion to approve those minutes?
So move.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Manny. All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. Anybody on Zoom would like to make a public comment? Okay, hearing none. Anybody in the audience? Good. Okay. So Liquor Control Board, would somebody make a motion to recess the select board meeting and convene as the Liquor Control Board?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. So we have a couple annual license renewals. I'll just read them off. We have American Dream doing business as Pizza Hut for a first class. And we have Maple City Diner for a first class and a third class. If somebody would like to make a motion to approve those three licenses.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Perfect. All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment, separate from the public information.
I did.
We're about 5.
I did public comment.
Oh.
Yep, we
I'm
did.
sorry.
I just asked.
You guys didn't have anything to
Gotcha.
say?
You just went so quick. Okay.
You had your chance.
Is there anyone who
Just
changed
said
their
we
mind?
missed it a little bit. Yeah.
Appointments. I don't have appointments.
On select board annual board and committee appointments, number 5.
I'm good. Ours is public comment.
You got a different agenda.
Oh.
That was last year, I think.
You got the special red.
Yeah, actually, it's April Fool's agenda. It says April 1st. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's all right.
So should we make a motion to close the Liquor Control Board?
And reconvene as the select board, yes. please.
Yes, so moved.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, town managers report.
Yes, fairly quick, proposed to add language to the animal control ordinance. In talking with Jim Benson, animal control officer. The proposed language would go under section 10, would be letter F. The reckless dog owner. And it would state any owner who has violated this ordinance 3 times, whether the offenses are identical or not, within a 24-month period shall provide proof to the enforcement officer of successful completion of a behavior modification program pre-approved by the select board and designed to improve the owner's understanding of dog ownership responsibilities within 3 months from the date of the notification. The enforcement officer shall issue a notification of this requirement in writing by regular mail, postage prepaid to the owner's last known address. Failure to provide such certification within the time allotted shall subject the offending dog or dogs to immediate seizure and impoundment. It's similar to language of some other localities, and it gives our animal control officer more.
Is Jim on by chance?
He is not. He was not able to make it tonight. Yeah, but we talked through it a lot. If you'd like, have any questions, I might be able to answer.
All right, Jonathan, if I ask a few questions.
You sure can. Floor is yours.
Just, I know we've mentioned this before, but just quickly,
Mhm.
it's in your town pound. Who is our town pound? It's not, says that the town will be contracted with a pound somewhere.
Well, we have a boarding contract right now.
We do,
that
okay.
Yeah, but we'll have to actually, the end of April, that'll be up. So we'll have to find,
Right, and we'll be able to renew or no?
we likely have another place that we're gonna
Okay,
go with. That
Um,
Jim uses already.
So in here, I'm just thinking, you know, as an ordinance could go to civil court, there's a terminology for potentially vicious dog, which makes sense to me.
Mhm.
Later in the, you know, other times in the document, it refers to the animal enforcement officer deeming an animal as a vicious dog. And I didn't, do we need a separate definition for that? Potentially vicious sounded like it could have caused minor injuries to somebody, and then vicious dog is talking about, sounds like maybe an animal bite that requires medical attention. I guess I'm just wondering if we need to have a definition in there.
That is a good question. To my understanding, a dog that bites is considered a vicious dog. But that is a Jim question. I probably
Okay.
should
I'm
not.
just,
Yeah.
and then my last one, as I read through, so it looks like, as I was trying to figure out at first, until it came to me as I read the rest of it, but nuisance 1
Mhm.
is a level of violation, the nuisance 2, and there's several cases, and then nuisance 3. My concern in the reckless dog owner thing that you just read, is that if an owner violates any of those 3 times within a 2-year period or 24 months,
Mhm.
that the dog would need to go to a behavior modification class. And I'm wondering if we should not include nuisance 1, which is you're walking through the park with your dog
Yeah.
at the Bay Park, and it takes a number 2 on the side and you don't pick it up. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering what, like that's on the owner, completely on the owner, right?
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if there's any dog modification class that would address that other than, you know what I
That's a
mean?
good-
That's
yeah.
all. I'm just
That's a
wondering
valid
if that's
point.
kind of, if that should be
Yeah.
exempted out. The rest of them seem to make sense.
That's a good point. I don't know that there have been any of those cases. But the fact that it's in there is something we should address. Just since I've been here, that most of the animal control cases that would require this, which is what led Jim to ask us to include this, have been the highest level of,
The nuisance 3 ones.
yeah. There've been some pretty bad cases where he still doesn't have the ability to impound the
Mhm.
dog, even though it's been proven to be, or it looks like it, has been a reckless dog owner.
I'm just wondering if maybe it should just be nuisance 3 ones or nuisance 3, nuisance 2.
Well, we could-
Because
I mean, nuisance 2, right, it's talking about a dog that's barking
I-
for over an hour, right? Cause I could see that one, and then a dog that's disturbing trash or waste containers. I mean, I could see that was certainly a nuisance.
Yeah,
But I thought, in the parks ordinance or policy, there's for people not picking up their waste, isn't that in the ordinance?
there's a fine for that.
That
yeah.
right? So it's kind of covered there.
That one's, yeah. That's
Right.
why I consider this person a separate ordinance, but that doesn't mean that it legally is.
Yeah, cause I mean,
Yeah.
this could be they're doing it on your front lawn. That's not covered.
Yeah.
under the Bay Particle, right? Cause that would be, if they're doing that on private property.
Oh, or on the private, okay. I missed
Yeah,
that.
so,
Sorry.
so
I just-
that,
I
I
was
mean, we
thinking
definitely
public
need this
area.
separate. I'm just saying if your next door neighbor walks down past your house every morning and lets their dog do that on your lawn, like, I don't know if a dog needs to go to a behavior modification class. I
Yeah.
feel like that is.
Also be good for the owner too, though.
Yeah, well, I thought about that too, but I don't think we can actually
Yeah,
do that, right? So.
I mean, this is a legal ordinance. It's used by other Franklin County regions or towns.
Yeah, that's what I was
up to you
hoping
guys.
Jim could be here, because he might have a great reason why that one should be in
Yeah.
as well. That's why I want to ask.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I deferred to him on this one.
Yeah.
He's the one that brought it up to me and,
Well, I think well, if you think about it, like somebody just lets their dog out, goes over to your house every day. you know?
Thought about that, but that is part of
Then how do you-
nuisance 3.1, right? If they're on your lawn without permission. That would
Supposed to
be
be on a leash.
running at
yeah,
large.
yeah, the leash law is, yeah.
It's supposed
But
to be
yeah.
But there's
on
like
a
an electric
leash,
fence,
Brian.
though.
It's supposed to
Like
be
it's
on
in
a
public.
leash.
Like, they don't-
That's what I mean, yeah. So if they're over in your yard, they're over in your yard is the nuisance 3 problem. Fact that they then, go to the bathroom on your
Mhm.
lawn.
My cows get out sometime on the neighbor's lawn. They do go to the bathroom on the lawn. It's nice and green.
You need a bigger bag. for that.
Trash bag,
It's blended in with the lawnmower bucket.
Yeah.
the reusable grocery bag.
And then Sean, is Jim the one that's gonna be enforcing if people have licenses for their dogs?
He does that, yeah.
Does he like go to people's houses?
Mhm.
He does.
No, he doesn't go to each one like that, but if there's a violation, he goes
Yeah, I
and he
don't-
checks.
Yeah, my understanding right is he's not actively going out, taking time to verify, but if there's
That
an
would be a-
issue, then
yeah.
obviously that's something you're checking.
It'd be a lot
Almost
of
like
work.
not getting pulled over for not having your seatbelt on.
Yeah, in fact, I have on my desk today, had 3 violations of his, and one of them was just an unlicensed dog, so. But he wasn't like going to the house just for that reason, it was for,
Does he go to the dog park and check there?
I
'Cause
don't.
that'd be
think so.
like all the dogs in one spot.
I don't think we
hope
want,
He's not doing that.
he's not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had that discussion. before.
Yeah.
I don't want them
Yeah, we went,
harassing people.
yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff, so.
Yeah.
Plus we'd want to,
Gee, when I first moved here, I
for
took
what
my
we
dogs there. And I wasn't
compensate
licensed
to,
yet.
it'd be tough to go around at every door for.
Yeah.
Compensating. That was all the questions I had though.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Brian, are you happy with?
I think we should
approving it?
check just, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to think how that plays through and if that happened 3 times, again, it's in 24 months, which.
Mhm.
Happens once and then it happens again 12 months later and then 11 and a half months later.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you gotta go with your dog to a behavior modification class to not go to the bath, you know what I mean?
No, but maybe that teaches the dog owner how to be a responsible dog owner.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Is what it,
Yeah,
te-
which-
it's not
yeah,
really,
which is what
the
the
dog doesn't
rationale
necessarily
was.
have the issue.
yeah,
I'm thinking it teaches the owner, like, here's how to responsibly own.
'cause that's what it's called. It's called reckless dog owner part,
Yeah.
so it's not the dog, yeah.
Well, I'm looking at that too, and then I was just looking at let's see. I mean, if you do it a few times, it's talking $200-300 a pop now. Right, on the fees,
Yeah.
regardless of the behavior modification class, that's.
And they have to pay the boarding fees too to pick up the dog.
Yeah, so I feel like monetarily, there's already stuff in there if someone's gonna let their dog keep doing that. I'm just wondering, that's why I wanted to ask him the feasibility. Do you go for a 6-week class and maybe maybe that's just it. Maybe it's a great idea.
I mean, we could put in language for
Yeah, I mean, could we
nuisance level
ask him
3
and
if you want,
probably do this next meeting, right? If it's,
if you like, yeah. Can change it.
Yeah.
Up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a valid question, right?
just check. I just think of the legal stuff. I don't want, you don't want the town tied up in a civil court over.
Yeah.
Someone they pay $400 and then they have to.
Yeah,
go to behavior
people have been pretty
modification class.
responsive in my just under 2 years here, but like to small things. There are a few that are kind of serial
Yeah. I think-
problems on this front, and it's not with necessarily their dogs pooping in the lawns
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
You good, Sean?
Thank you.
Yeah,
All set, okay. Anybody have any other business? Hearing none, the next select board meeting will be Monday, March 17th. And Monday, April 7th, both starting at 6:30 as usual. And don't forget, if you missed the first part of the meeting, town meeting day is tomorrow. Get out and vote, March 4th. executive session?
Nothing, unless you got something.
Me neither. Perfect. Would somebody make a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Very good.
Recording stopped.
Good night, everybody.